Welcome to the Harris Show. I'm your host, Jamal Radio Rahim. I'm with my sister and co-host, Angie Ang.
That's good. That's good.
We are going to talk about the Lil Yachty situation and frankly go off to a different conversation. So for those who had no idea, here's some of the rant that Lil Yachty went on because I'm not posting the whole thing.
I ain't want to do no motherfucking podcast, nigga. I'm a motherfucking rapper, nigga. Got millions of dollars. I don't need to talk to other rappers. What the fuck are we talking about? I did the podcast for Mitch. Don't put goddamn $400,000 in Mitch's pocket. And y'all sitting here talking about something. He disrespecting his friend. And I ain't fucking with Mitch, bro. I've been asleep all day. I wake up to this crazy shit. Mitch, how the fuck you didn't go on the internet and tell these folks that we playing, bro? That tweet got goddamn 6 million views on it. Why the fuck you ain't going there and telling folks we playing? Man, it's Twitter, bro. You know how they is, bro. You know how Twitter is, bro. You know how Twitter is, bro. All right, fuck that then, nigga. Fuck the podcast, nigga. Fuck you. Fuck you, nigga. Fuck.
So he went on a rant talking about his friend Mitch, and he also talked about Caribou, his artist, and he also talked about the other artists that are signed to him too. So before I give my thoughts, you can go ahead and give yours because I know I'm gonna be yapping.
Yeah. I just think, okay, my issue here with this was like, if you were helping these people genuinely, this would never be a conversation. You know, like I feel like him, quote unquote, putting people on came out of like a malicious type of energy. Like he wasn't doing this to be genuine.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what rubbed me the wrong way. Cause I'm like, I could do 1,000,001 things for people I love, and you're not gonna catch me throwing that shit back because that's one of like my biggest pet peeves, like triggers, like that. It's like if you're gonna do something out of the kindness of your heart, not because you're like, oh, I'm gonna get my get back.
Yeah.
Like that's people like that rub me the wrong way because it's like, okay, don't help me then. Don't quote unquote put me on. And I just, the way he embarrassed his friend, I just could not, you know, like that. I could not, because I value friendships so like heavy. I would never say some shit like that. And then like, if you could see how your friends reacting to what you're saying, naturally you should have shut the fuck up. Like, why were you continuously going? And then to go back and say, Mitch knew I was joking. I don't know why he didn't say anything. And it's like, because that wasn't a joke. Like, clearly that wasn't a joke. So yeah, I was just baffled. I'm like, you said about your best friend. This isn't like an associate. This is supposed to be your boy, and that's how you treat him. Crazy.
Yeah. Honestly, how am I going? I'm trying not to be disrespectful, but really doesn't really matter because it's going to naturally just come out because I don't. I think how he handled, we're going to talk about the Mitch situation before I get to the Caribou and the other shit. I think how he handled that Mitch situation was trash. And there's people who are like, oh, you didn't watch the whole clip. I did watch the whole clip. He shouldn't have used his friend as the fucking example. He should also tell your friend that you're basically a bum and wouldn't be anything without me. I understand.
Pretty much. Oh my God.
Insane. I understand that whole thing. But you shouldn't have used your friend as the example. That's crazy to me. And to be like, oh, I was just joking. No, you weren't. You weren't joking. Yeah. You literally used him as the example. And I understand what you're trying to say. Like, everybody don't have friends like you who can help them out. But don't use your friend as the example and basically tell your friend he's a fucking bum. That is trash. That will always be trash. And then get mad at your friend for how the internet perceives you is crazy.
Yeah.
It's crazy. He didn't do anything. The internet took the clip of you saying some shit because y'all put the podcast out. You edit it and you're like, this is fine. Like,
no, that part. Like, you gotta review
like,
it before it gets put out.
this is fine. Like you saw the clip, y'all saw it, y'all put it out still.
Mm-hmm.
So that's your fault. Why is
Yeah.
he supposed to be defending you? What is he supposed to say? No, Yachty didn't mean anything like that. I am a bum ass nigga. Like,
Yeah.
what was
I
he
am a
supposed to
bum.
say?
You're right. Without him, I'd be nothing. I'd be pretty much. Oh God, when he was the whole like, what was the example he was using? He's like, you're pretty much telling him his mindset would have been like robbing and stealing and
Yeah.
ain't shit, nigga. And I was just like,
And
no.
I also don't understand him using Mitch because Mitch is he's not the norm because
Mm-hmm.
he has a friend.
Yeah.
So you shouldn't use him because he's like,
Yeah.
well, he has a friend. We don't know where he would be without the friend because he has
Mm-hmm.
the friend. Well, I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if they're friends.
Yeah.
Because also, if you my friend and you starting the podcast with me so I can get up, I don't think I need to praise you. I feel like you should
Mm-hmm.
know like how much I appreciate that shit. I don't need the podcast. I'm canceling it. That's some whole shit. Your
Yeah,
friend is
that was
depending on the podcast to make
yeah,
fucking
that was
money
just
and to
that
eat
was
and stuff like
malicious.
that. And now you, because how the internet perceived you for 2 fucking days, mind you. You fucking canceled the podcast that you're gonna do with your friend because
Mm-hmm.
how the internet perceived you.
Mm-hmm.
That's whole shit. That's not genuine friendship.
Mm-hmm.
I've done things for my friends. I've had friends do things for me. I've been low before,
Mm-hmm.
and guess they helped me out. I ain't gonna be out here like, I lend you $20 that one time.
If it
No,
wasn't for me, you wouldn't have had a meal to eat. Like, okay.
like nigga, what?
Yeah,
You go back 5 years ago, I gave you money when you
that's
were
so weird
struggling.
to me. It's like
That's not real friendship. You
you
can't.
didn't do it out of the kindness of your heart.
If
Don't
you're
do it
keeping
for
tabs
me.
on the stuff that you do for your friends,
Yeah.
that ain't your friend.
Yeah.
I've been out with friends and I didn't have it and they knew I didn't have it and they sat there and bought the shit, bought the food.
Yeah.
Vice versa, I've been out and I've paid for niggas Whole Foods.
Yeah.
We basically took care of somebody when we used to go to Denny's all the fucking time. We took care of somebody. He never had nothing, but we wasn't holding that shit over him.
Yeah.
We knew his situation.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Because that's friendship. That's what you do. You do
Yeah.
shit for your friends. To be like, the thing is, Yachty didn't value their friendship. He looked at them as business.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what he should just come out and say.
Yeah.
Instead of being like, that's your friend. No, you looked at him as an opportunity,
Mm-hmm.
another stream of income, the
Mm-hmm.
podcast. I'm a rapper. I don't need to do this. No,
Yeah. I was so like, ugh, ugh. That was
let's be
ridiculous.
real.
That rubbed me the wrong way. And I was just like, man, do people care? Like, what do these people care about like feelings anymore? It's just like,
They don't.
God, that was very mean. And I just was like, couldn't be me in that situation because I would have already walked out. You could have
I
only
don't
had
think
one chance to call me a bum. Okay.
in front of Key Glock too. Like it
Yeah.
ain't even like in front of like fucking like just me and him. It's in
Yeah.
front of one of the biggest rappers right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm fighting you. And then you fucking letting Key Glock light up in your fucking place that you don't let nobody light up. And then you disrespecting me, but you ain't got the energy for him. Oh,
Mhm.
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Fuck.
I don't understand it. And I
Then
just think,
go
oh
ahead.
God. Oh God. I don't even remember what I was gonna say, but it was something it was irrelevant. Go ahead.
The Caribou situation now. That one rubs me the wrong way more than the friend situation because Lil Yachty didn't give me like, oh, he was a great friend energy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
For you to be like, I wrote all your stuff and I did all this, and first of all, you're not that good as a rapper. That freestyle that people keep talking about wasn't that great. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna just be real. And anybody who has listened to Lil Yachty can tell that he wrote that shit for her. But for you to be like, I signed you, I dressed you, I did all these things. You're basically describing what fucking label executives do. You didn't have to write her shit, but you also benefited from writing her shit because you
Exactly.
got songwriting credit, you got all the publishing, all her streams. She's also signed to you. You got that shit. You got everything. You got everything. So you are benefiting financially from this. Almost all of it. You wrote the song. She signed to you. You're getting publishing. Like you didn't do this out the kindness of your heart. You saw a light-skinned girl. You said, "Oh shit, I can make her famous." That's what you saw. You didn't see
Yep.
nothing else. That's
Yeah.
what you took these niggas who have no abilities whatsoever, and you're like, I can make them famous in my image. I can use my fame to get them on. I can write and do everything for them so I can make all the money. That is what you did. You didn't do this shit from the kindness of your heart. You didn't, oh, he put so many people on and blah, blah, blah. No, he really didn't. He really didn't. And I hate,
No, you really didn't.
I made you. I made you. Make another
That
one.
shit's so crazy.
Make another one. What Jay-Z say? I heard motherfuckers say they made hope. Made hope say, okay, so make another one.
Yeah.
Dame
And
Dash.
also too, like, what do you gain out of that? Is it like a sense of pride, or like it just adds to your ego, like you made me, or is it saying like, okay, now I owe you because you put me in this position?
I don't understand that shit because you making somebody famous is not, you don't do that.
Yeah.
It's the people, the fans. Niggas think like, oh, it's the same thing with Drake. With the argument people were making with Drake is like, oh, Drake's been on their biggest song and he helped them out, the Drake stimulus package.
Mm-hmm.
That don't mean these artists got to be like forever like indebted to you. Like
Yeah.
you can't talk crazy about them on records and shit. Drake has literally been subbing Rihanna. He been
For
subbing
years.
Rihanna for years. What the fuck is her baby daddy supposed to do? I'm like, what is he supposed to do? You've been dissing my wife and me, mind you, for
Mm-hmm.
years. For years. We're supposed to just sit here and keep like letting that shit go because you did
Mm-hmm.
a song with me,
Yep.
because you took me on a tour that you also benefited from taking me on the tour because you wanted to have the best product out there. Like you niggas is weird. Some of y'all would do the same thing as Lil Yachty and Drake and all these people and take advantage of people. That's why y'all agree with them, and that's why y'all are terrible friends and terrible
Yeah.
fucking people.
I was gonna say some of them are doing it right now. It's just different situations. It's like, oh, I got you that job, or it's always gonna be something. It never has to just be money. It could be something so small and people don't even realize it. It's like, no.
Some people need you to praise them all the time, and I'm like, yo, I'm gonna be thankful, and the way I show appreciation is by me like doing good at the shit that you help me with,
Mm-hmm.
or when you need something, I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be like, man, that $20, bro, 5 years ago, without you, that's fucking stupid.
That's $20, bro.
You really helped me out there,
Well, yeah, and I think for me, it's a little like in that moment, I will probably say thank you so much. That did a lot for me, blah blah blah. But anything after that, why do I have to keep?
I
Why do we have to keep
want
revisiting this? Like, what is the issue here? And I think that I feel like just bringing it back to the Mitch and Yachty, I'm sure they've had some type of conversation
mm-hmm.
of appreciation. I'm sure that that's happened. So why do you feel the need to bring that up now? Unless you're trying to make me look like a little B word. Like,
And the thing is, the people like him, Lil Yachty, these are people who never, I don't want to say like, the money got them like this far. Like, this is how they are. They wanted to act like this from the beginning, but they couldn't. The money made them be able to do this type of shit.
mm-hmm.
Because you come in the game, you're all humble and stuff. It's because you can't be a dick at first.
Yeah.
Like, I don't like Lil Yachty.
Yeah.
I I'm never really wrong on people. But I didn't like him, and then like bam, this shit, and I'm just like,
There it
I
is.
knew it eventually. I knew it
It
eventually
was something.
because I didn't like the Lil Yachty because when he first came out, and that one dude, Callion Fox,
Mm.
he got that song popping, that one
Mm-hmm.
night song popping, and the way that your Lil Yachty didn't really acknowledge it was acting like, oh, I would have been on like basically regardless,
Mm-hmm.
and not giving that dude the credit. That dude didn't make the song, but he
Mm-hmm.
helped a lot.
Yeah.
'Cause I didn't know the fucking song, and I'm on music all the time. I listen to music 90% of the time and I'm awake. So I'm like, yeah, give people their credit, but you don't have to fucking be like, I wouldn't make it without that nigga. No.
Right. Right.
People act like you can't like do like show appreciation without like having to constantly bring you up. Sometimes I'm showing appreciation by me constantly working on something, me constantly keeping up. Like that's appreciation. Y'all
Yeah.
niggas stay on the internet too much too. Get off the fucking internet. You
What's
worrying about
wrong now?
you're worrying about what people are saying about you like you don't have these niggas' number. You got Mitch's number. I'm sure you got Caribou's number.
This situation should not, like, I should not have seen that. Like, I feel like that should have been, they should have watched that and been like,
Let me see how
let's
he took
delete
that.
this.
Let me see how my friend, if it's your friend. I know when I got an issue with my friend, granted, I might be a little mean. I am mean sometimes and pretty direct. But I'm gonna be like, yo, nigga, what's up? Like, you got an issue? That's exactly probably how I would actually say that. You got an issue? What's up?
Yeah, I feel like, I don't know. I never really have conflict with my friends. But if there's something that's bothering me, I definitely don't have a problem letting them know, like,
Like,
hey,
do we need to talk? I have no problem
what's
having
going on
conversations.
here? Yeah. I'm gonna start using my therapy skills. Let's dive into that. What is that about?
I don't understand. I don't understand. I don't know, man. I just feel like it's like a weird entitlement. I don't know how else to put it. Like to expect somebody to praise you all the time. And like, I don't know what the fuck he wanted in that situation. Because it wasn't Caribou and it wasn't Mitch. It was the internet. In both instances. It was some fan who said they met Caribou, who posted all this shit. And then it was the internet who was like, see, Lil Yachty, this is why we didn't fuck with you, how you treat people, how you treat your friends. This isn't even the first instant of people saying this about you.
I think just because it blew up this way, that's when he took it offensive. Like, oh, everyone has an issue with this. Everyone's seeing a problem. Why aren't you having my back with this?
Like, what do you want me to say? My whole thing with people who seem to agree with Lil Yachty, what did you want Caribou or Mitch to say?
Yeah.
What do you want them to say? What do you want them to do?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like both of them actually have like talked about how much they appreciate them, but what do you want them to do?
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I just don't understand the situation because my
want,
mind doesn't operate like that. So I'm just like, what do you gain from this?
and
Ego?
I need to go back to therapy because I immediately saw that video and I said I would have socked that nigga, and that's probably not the smartest
Yeah.
or the best route because I said look how close he is to me too. I might have socked you. I
Yeah.
that deserves a sock. For my big thing is though you said what you said. Y'all edited the podcast and put it out still. That's crazy.
Yeah. That's
Couldn't
what,
leave
yeah.
me.
Yeah. Yeah.
Couldn't leave me. There's so much that I have cut from podcasts. There's a whole episode that will never see the light of day because of some of the stuff somebody was saying.
Is that deleted? I hope it's deleted forever.
I deleted it.
Yeah.
Never see the light of day. You niggas don't care about these people. You would never release it.
Yeah. Man, early season hair show was just unhinged.
We've grown.
We've learned. I feel like that just shows a lot of our growth and maturity.
I used to say some
common
shit.
sense.
Before I was worried about the fucking internet, I was like,
yeah.
Unemployed me?
COVID pandemic me?
No.
Unhinged.
Oh.
Unhinged.
I need
We're better though. We're better.
I need consequences. I don't have consequences. I can say what I want and nobody can fire me. Oh.
Yeah. The internet's a scary place. Like I'm just terrified that something bad is gonna happen and it's just like, oh god.
My god.
On the safer side. Wow.
Speaking, I have it's a pivot. So have you been seeing I have a video of me talking about Post Malone.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of comments that I get on that shit is ridiculous about appropriation and stuff like that. And I have people telling me I'm wrong. I also have people who are just naming white artists. And I think people don't understand the difference between appreciation and appropriation.
Yeah.
Nobody is ever saying white people can't make rap.
Yeah.
White people can't make R&B. Nobody has ever said that. They're saying you can't do these things, then shit on the thing that got you famous, and only come back to those things when it makes you money.
When you profit.
That's the problem. I had people putting in like Paul Wall. I'm like, no.
Never that.
Good example.
Iceman, they better stop.
Like, man, Paul Wall. Anyways, though, I just wanted to get that off. That had nothing to do with the fuck we were talking about.
Because people are mean, and I've seen the comments, and I'm like, good God.
I took a day though. I took a day. Thursdays, if y'all want smoke with me, Thursday's the day because I want to smoke on Thursdays. I have a little more free time on Thursdays. I'm on there.
I can't. I said I'm gonna stay out of your comment section because some of the things really do upset me, and I'm like, this is not my business.
People say some stuff to me online that I'm just like,
I don't get down like that.
And then one person called me. They called me a slur, but instead of putting the Nigger, they like switched a couple of letters. So like it looks like, but we know what the fuck they're saying. Like they put like rigging or something like that, like something like that. And I don't respond like a normal human being to stuff like that because what?
Yeah.
But TikTok would be like, that's bullying. I got bullying on my account. I get another bullying warning on my account. My account is suspended. So I can't even say nothing back to certain people. So now I got to be like creative with it. And I just be like, George Bush fucked you up or something like that. Like, but like, they let people say all type of stuff. And I'm just like, see, this is the shit, man. Like, I did an episode of the podcast that I have, the Yapper Quartet, right? And one of the dudes he was a guest. He was like, man, I don't know how you don't have more following. And I told him, I said, because I get in trouble. There was a point I was literally doing an album review for fucking almost 365 fucking days. The only time I didn't do it was when I was down. I think I was at you guys for Christmas. That's the only time I didn't do it. I did it for like 365, like 60 days or some shit. Just an album review. But then I would get in some trouble because I would say something back to somebody. And I don't understand that. The people can say the most racist stuff to me, but I can't respond back.
Yeah, that's what's crazy. And just, I read a lot of comments because I think TikTok comments is what makes it even funnier. And I'm like, how are these people saying these things? Like, especially like the fat phobia comments. Oh man,
God.
the fat phobic, not phobia, but I truly be stunned and baffled of how these people still have their accounts because they say some really hurtful things. And TikTok does not do a great job in making sure that doesn't happen. They're very selective with,
No social media, to be honest, does a good job.
Mhm.
Instagram's algorithm is just ass, so your video is not going to show up to people.
Yeah.
Facebook is probably the worst. Well, no, Twitter is the worst now
Mm-hmm.
because Elon.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh, fucking hate that guy, bro. And I hate when kids be like, "Oh, Elon Musk." I'm like, he's not smart at all. He didn't find Tesla. I don't know why people think he bought it.
Mm-hmm.
Just like he bought Twitter and
Mm-hmm.
made the shit worse. Everything he touches, it gets worse. It doesn't get better. PayPal got worse.
He got PayPal?
He been on PayPal.
I didn't know that.
Makes shit worse. He don't make it better.
My account.
Fuck Elon.
Shit.
Fuck Lil Yachty.
I was like, damn, how we get on this?
Let's move to something
Be
positive.
nice. Well, it's just I feel like shit that is so simple. Like, be nice, be genuine.
Show human decency, human decency just to be nice to somebody.
Yeah.
Just, the basic human thing.
Yeah.
Be nice to a person. Some of y'all have a issue with the regular shit. Don't fucking understand it.
Mm-hmm.
It's not that hard to be nice to somebody. It really ain't.
I was crying on a TikTok video the other day because some high schooler saw this kid being bullied and invited him to lunch with her, and I just was bawling. And I was like, there's some great kids out there still. And to the people who are bullying, man, I just let me not. Anyways, seek help. Get some therapy. Get some help immediately. Because in this world, why are you bullying?
I couldn't be a kid today.
I couldn't either. And don't let me be the one getting bullied because it's not gonna work out in nobody's favor. We all gonna be in a situation.
All right.
That's all I'm gonna say. Anyways, moving on to something lighter.
Nigga just openly threatening people. In a hypothetical situation that we go back in time.
Anyways,
all right, we're gonna move along to something that everybody loves: food and desserts. We're going to give our Mount Rushmore of desserts. I personally will be flipping mine if you ask me the next day. So just take that with a grain of salt. There's only like probably one thing that stays on my Mount Rushmore, and a lot of people don't like it, and I don't give a fuck. But you have yours, or do you want me to go first?
You can go first. I have them, but I need to eliminate some because I have like top 10.
All right, so number one to me is a glazed donut.
And you're never mind.
The Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore does not mean best.
I know this is your personal. Got it.
My Mount Rushmore of desserts doesn't mean best. I feel like I gotta put this disclaimer.
There's only someone.
Glazed donuts, because glazed donuts is consistent.
That's
no
true.
matter where you go,
mm-hmm.
It's consistent. You know what you're getting. It's always good. And if it ain't good, that means that establishment probably is trash.
Mm-hmm.
A glazed donut. Next, chocolate cake.
Damn.
Chocolate cake. You can pair with a whole bunch of things. Ice cream. Eat it by itself. Put some sprinkles on it if you want. It's always there. It's solid. It works every single time. A cinnamon roll.
Oh,
cinnamon rolls.
Damn, you making me rethink my shit.
Who don't fuck with cinnamon rolls? I learn a lot about people. If they tell me they don't like cinnamon rolls, whew, I almost cut somebody off because they said Cinnabon is nasty. Are you telling me?
What was their complaint about it? It's too sweet. Yeah, that makes sense.
Cinnabon.
Yeah, that makes sense for people who don't like super sweet.
Cinnabon. It's supposed to be sweet.
I put the extra icing on
I
it.
put extra icing on it.
Woo!
If I got a little bit more change, I might get the pecans on this. And then my last one is just this one out. This is just because this is my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Coconut cake.
I knew you was gonna fucking say that. I just had a feeling. I had a feeling.
Oh, them coconut cake is so clutch. So clutch. Niggas always talk about coconut. Some of y'all favorite food got coconut and y'all don't even know it.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all don't even know it. Coconut is fire. Coconut cake is fire. Undefeated. I've never had a bad piece of coconut cake. Never. So my 4 again: glazed donut, chocolate cake, a cinnamon roll, and coconut cake.
Mm-hmm. That's solid. That is very solid. I've had to switch mine around a couple times since you've talked. A lot of different things come to my mind. For me, I'm off the bat, the classic cookies and cream ice cream. That's just there. This is hypothetically, if I wasn't living my lactose intolerant dream, nightmare, because it's not a fucking dream. I would probably eat this every day if I could.
Every day?
My issue is I can't find a good lactose-free cookies and cream. I found a good lactose-free mint, but not cookies and cream. They're not doing it right. It's just not hitting right. That would be my number 1. Cookies and cream. Ice cream. Number 2, Oreo cheesecake. Also, Oreo cheesecake. My favorite type of cheesecake ever.
Oreo
with the hot fudge drizzle on it. Oh. That shit is good. Jamal, this is mine. This is not, I didn't do all the faces when you were doing yours. Okay. My number 3, banana pudding. When done right, that's the only issue. Banana pudding is not consistent everywhere. Everyone can't do good banana pudding.
How can you be on the mount? You know what?
This is my Mount Rushmore, right? What I for dessert. This is the best of the best, in my opinion. What I like. The best banana pudding, yes, would go up there. And then my last one is a solid homemade chocolate chip cookie. It has to be homemade. Store-bought, can't do. But homemade, I could do it. That's good.
So your 4 is
chocolate chip cookie, banana pudding, Oreo cheesecake, cookies and cream ice cream. Mm-hmm. And if I could do a bonus, a walnut brownie would be number 5.
Walnut brownie?
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck? What are you, 5?
What?
Eating a walnut brownie.
Everyone, brownies with walnuts are the better choice.
They're not.
Than a regular brownie.
I like my brownies like double fudge.
Yeah, double fudge walnut.
Not with no fucking walnuts.
I love it. It gives it that texture, gives it that sweet, salty.
Walnuts?
Fucking love walnuts. Yeah.
Yeah, clearly, because
yeah, they're so. And I just made chocolate chip cookies with walnuts in them. They were so good.
Chocolate chip cookies with walnuts? I don't think I've ever had that.
I'm about to make you some when you come. It's so good.
Next year?
It's good. I know how to make them. So whenever you come, I'll make them.
Down there, nigga.
Ship them in the thing.
But
yeah, those are my 4. But they are also interchangeable. The one thing that would stay consistent is the Oreo cheesecake and the ice cream.
Oreo cheesecake is not even the top 5 cheesecake flavors.
I love Oreo flavor.
Your Mount Rushmore is what you like. That's not how Mount Rushmores are.
You said your Mount Rushmore was what you like too.
No, I said the last one was what I like.
Well, all four is what I like. Shit.
Glazed donut is not my favorite fucking donut.
What's your favorite donut?
It depends. I like more cakey donuts.
Oh, I honestly thought it was a glazed donut. It used to be.
I like Krispy Kreme's glazed donut because I can eat 5 of them things.
Oh, the maple one. Oh my god,
Hacking them things back like
animal. That shit is. I could kill a half a dozen donuts in one setting, which is
of maple.
concerning. Yeah.
Maple donut is like it's too much. Like it's
Oh, Krispy Kreme's maple glazed one is so fucking good though. It's so light, so it feels like me eating 6 would feel like me eating 2.
a
Honestly,
blueberry donut.
yeah, Krispy Kreme's is solid, but like at a regular donut shop, I probably go glazed twist.
Glazed twist is good. You can't go wrong with a good sprinkle donut.
Yeah,
Um,
those are the cakey ones.
I like cakey donuts. I didn't like cakey donuts as much as I like them now because I can eat like one cakey donut and be fine.
Yeah,
Glazed, I gotta eat like 2 of them hoes to feel satisfied. Like,
because they're so light. They're so. I want a donut.
but
Yeah, let us know your Mount Rushmore. I might ask this on Instagram.
sweet potato pie would have been on mine, but it's not consistent. Like, I've had some really good sweet potato pie, and I've had some where I'm like, you should never be in the kitchen again.
No, for real.
Banana pudding's like that too.
It's hit or miss. I haven't had a good homemade banana pudding, but there's a banana pudding place in Hemet or Marietta. I think Marietta that has a good one. But homemade, I just haven't had a really good one since grandma. So I'm like, fuck, she could have left the recipe at least. God damn.
Her recipe come with a little like fucking nicotine.
Don't do my grandma like that in the episode.
Why don't fucking eat cornbread? All right, this has been the Harris Show. I've been your host Jamal Radio Raheem with my sister and co-host Angie Ang, and we'll catch y'all when we catch y'all. Bye.
Thanks.